Hello, and welcome to some more Dyson Sphere Program. My name's Trismegistus, and in this series, I'm trying to build my first Dyson Sphere. I didn't manage to achieve that last time because we didn't have blueprints in particular, and I was having to do everything manually, and it was all a bit painful. Let's get the game loaded up. I have done a bit since the last stream, not a lot. Why is that not? Oh, there we go. Not a lot in the sense that. Yeah, game videos are a lot better than mine. Yes, not done a lot in the sense of. So what I did basically is I did the researches to do the rest of the Dyson Sphere. So we are all completed. I thought it might be a bit tedious if I did it all on stream, so I, did that. One thing I discovered that I didn't realise before is this here. When you get up to this level, you can't put. So I couldn't put ones up there because it's obviously too close. So you have to do them further apart. I mean, obviously you could do any pattern you want. I'll just go with boring squares. And then up here, it lets you put. Lets you put them in. I guess they aren't close in a sense, but you can put them in two apart again. So two apart sort of thing. And obviously you end up with a sort of a six-sided shape, basically. Or six points, as it were. I think I've got all of the things done. It's a little difficult to tell whether you've got them allocated for filling in when you're doing it, because you see through to the other side, so it looks like it's already there, even if it's not there. So it's sort of chunking away on doing that. Obviously, there's loads to do. Wait, there we go. So as it says there, the cell points are the whatchamacallit? Solar sails. So we're about 2/3 of the way through that effectively, because these are obviously the biggest ones as well. So when you do them, they're like the biggest ones, but we're actually about about 2/3 maybe of the way through all of the structure points. And again, these actually I believe hold less. I'm not sure. Oh no, it looks like it's about the same. I guess it would be these ones that. Yeah, so that section there only holds 40, so there's like less of them as you go around the sphere. But yeah, so it's there. So what we're really about now is trying to scale everything up. Well, I did discover to do that. I thought I'd finished all of the coloured research. So I think we did these on stream. If we didn't, yeah, no, because we did the star on stream, and I thought we were into purely white science research now. There is that one started. I just paused all the research. I did one mecha core. But where the heck is it? It's not actually true. We have... No? Is it that one? No. Here we go. So we've actually got coloured researches that we should be doing. And we've got 2 of them. So might have to sort of cancel everything out there, and eventually when I get back, I'll probably do them. It's just carrier capacity. It's the amount that the drones carry. And it can be a bit of a pain in the bum, because it's already a pain in the bum that it brings me 600 when I only want 100. And if you notice, these scale up 200 each time, so it become 800. You want it for for throughput, so it's not saying it's a bad thing, but as I say, it sort of gets a bit painful. But it does increase, as you see, when you get to the white science. It doesn't do it here, but the actual stations can hold more, which is quite. I say you're getting into a stage where you're talking about doing a mega base, so we may not even do them. But I should do these 2 mainly so that I don't have to worry about doing purely coloured sciences. But yeah, I hadn't realised I had 2 left, and everything else is white science. Right, so that's that point. The other point is, as it was chunking through them, I eventually sort of realised that we were running out of carbon, basically. I can't really show... This is why I don't really like this panel, basically, because you can't really show demands properly. Because if a machine is switched off because it's not got anything, it won't feature in either production or consumption. So you can often not really tell from this. I thought I highlighted, here we go, whether or not you're using it. So according to this, we are producing and consuming at the appropriate rate. But we're not, because there's a lot of machines that are just sat there doing nothing because they haven't got carbon. And basically the only planet that's making carbon is Subanoganubi, so the home planet basically. And it's not making a lot, it's only a tiny little machine. Because I've not, any of the things that are processing oil in particular, making those carbon things, I've not then exported it, they're just using it locally. So most of them are actually importing it anyway. So what I wanted to do, oh, press the wrong button. No, wrong button again. What I wanted to do was come to Dyson 1, right, and set up some production. Now it says it's got coal, but as you see there, it hasn't got oil, and we kind of need oil to make this more practical, because we could just convert what coal's there. It's not actually a lot of coal, it's just tiny token amounts of coal, you know, for starting your planets. So it's not really a practical place, because we'd have to import all the coal and all that sort of stuff. So instead I found this one, which was kind of the closest one, with an organic planet on it, which is this one here, I think, where it's an oceanic jungle, and that has crude oil and coal. And as you see, it's got quite a lot of coal. Now we're not going to build there because it's an oceanic jungle. I'd need to landfill it all. All I've done on all of the planets in this system is set them up in the sense of putting the top cap and the end cap on, and obviously my holy hand grenade. What do you call them? Wind turbines. They're the only ones I've done. So I haven't even exploited all the resources. Now we don't need to do that to build what I'm going to do, so I'm not going to bother doing that unless we sort of rattle through it and get finished. But we've got a lot of stone here that I can just flatten, and we've got silicon, so there's like an entire half a planet available for doing this. And what we're going to do is we're going to obviously make carbon in various ways, but we're also going to make proliferation juice. Now as part of that, we would be making carbon nanotubes. In fact, that's what I completely forgot to do. What I should have done is set up, hang on a sec, the Factorio lab, because I need to calculate how much of everything I need to make the proliferation stuff. Because basically this is the other problem that the carbon has been a knock-on to, is that essentially I'm not making any proliferation, well, not essentially, I am not making any proliferation stuff, because I'm not making any carbon nanotubes. So if I switch that to level 3, switch that to level 3 belts, self-spray is free stuff, and we want to make, well, we kind of want to make as much as we can in a sense. What would be a reasonable enough number? So if we went with, say, what would 600 look like? Oh, that's probably a bit much. Maybe 500? I'm trying to look for a rounded number on the old calculator. So if that was 550, no? 540 maybe? No. 520? No. 525. Okay, 525 gives a nice round number for the proliferator Mark IIs of 12, which is particularly nice because it's 6 on each side. As I say, we'll build it sort of backwards in a sense, because we also need to make carbon nanotubes for this. I'm probably not going to exploit the carbon nanotubes. Maybe I will, but we're obviously gonna need to make them. So where are we making this? Here. Okay. So first off, we need some of these, because we're going to use the same sort of system I've been using elsewhere, because I think it's easy to build, which is basically that each of these is dedicated to a thing. Now I'm actually going to feed them over with belts, so I'm not, for this version, I'm not going to rely on drones as much. So if we're making proliferation 3, if we assume the input, let's just put the belt in just to, whoops, just to do that. So if we were making proliferation 3, so we leave a little bit of space there. So if this is proliferation 3, what does it actually need? It needs level 2, but it also needs carbon nanotubes. So we could have level 2 coming out of here. We obviously need to proliferate the stuff we're going to proliferate as well. So we want the level 3, the level 2, and we want the carbon nanotubes. Okay. So if they come out there, and that goes back. Oh, that's the carbon nanotubes. So we're going to make it all locally from like raw material, because that other, the organic planet has like loads of carbon and loads of oil, and we'll do the same thing again where we make it all out of, you know, we'll use all the options. So we're going to use fire ice and all that sort of fractal crystals, everything basically. I think I have to offset these, don't I? Yeah. I think that's the wrong offset. I need to go the other way. I'll get it right in a minute. Yeah, so it's sort of, I say, we could do mission complete now, basically. And in fact, I think there's sufficient, there's probably sufficient, you know, white cubes in the, you know, in the, whatever it's called, interstellar one back home, that we could literally just, you know, go there and do it. But I'd quite like to leave that as an end thing. So that needs to be in, out, in, doesn't it? You know, so sort of once we've done Dyson Cube, we'll do the mission complete, and I'll call it a day there. But obviously they're in, you know, their sort of intention is you. I'm proliferating level 3. Oh, let's stack them on top of each other. Level 3 juice, aren't I? So we need to come out of here with one of them. Go up. Oops. Cool. Okay, next one then. Another one of these. Can't put it there, so we'll just put it there. Now we only need 10 now. So same sort of idea. I guess it'll be. We'll probably put 12 on again, just cause basically. So if we go green stuff, then what does green stuff need? It needs yellow stuff, and it needs diamonds. Which are where? Where the heck are diamonds? They're diamonds. What I'm thinking of doing is basically we'll have the feed-in builds on the other side, and we'll just belt that over and say we'll put drones in and stuff as well, but we'll kind of rely on belts a bit more on this planet. I think I've put that too close, because we also need outputs. So put it there. I'll probably just copy it. That's probably be easiest. So the yellow stuff coming out of there, and the diamonds coming out of there. That off, and then, in fact, if I just copy that over, like that, copy that over, like that, and then we just copy the recipe, or change the recipe. So it's that. And cool. Okay. Oh yeah. No, you're not going to let me copy and paste it. Fine. Fine. Am I putting it there? Don't need to proliferate it going out this time. But we will put a thing across. Oops, thing across here, which is that. Let's set some levels. I mean, I could just let that run infinitely, couldn't I? But if we limit these so that we don't sort of waste too much, is it 1 and 1? No, it's 2 and 1. Okay, so if we maybe make that 2,000, make that 1,000, and then I guess this is 2 and 1 as well, is it? So 2 and 1. Okay. So 1,000 of them, 2,000 of them, and I guess 2,000 of them. I mean, there's going to be a lot in them. I'm pretending we're saving a load of material, but it's not going to be absolutely stuffed full of as much as it can. It's going to be a bit painful when you're moving stuff about when you're doing it, if you completely fill it. So that, and that's just made out of straight coal. I haven't set any of the demands and stuff yet, so we'll kind of do that once we're done. So we want that going back. We want, well, yeah, we've only got one this time, haven't we? Unless it like needs 4 or something, does it? No, it only needs 1. But we need more machines, don't we? Oh, well. In theory we need 8. Why did I only put 6 when I needed like 10? Because I'm up longer, that's why. Oh, have I put the blooming belt wrong way around as well? Don't feel like I've been kind of on my game this weekend. It's been a bit of a weird weekend. 2, 4, 5. So that's 2, 4, yeah. And then 2 more there. There we go. So that's 10. It's because it's 2 to 1 basically. And then you get free proliferation stuff. And then this is 8. This next one. And put it there. Now we can put that. They can be opposite each other now because there's only 2 inputs. We'll get that recipe set. And we want input there, output there. Input there, output there. Cool. And then we want 8 of these, so 4 per side. Yeah, which means the belt needs to be a smidge bit longer. Oops, I just looped that back. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut that off. Awesome. And then we can have the juice going that way. Super. Right then, so to make the number of diamonds we need a gigantic 23. Oh, I forgot to put the proliferation on, didn't I? Well, there. It might be... Oh, wrong one. Might be better on this side using a splitter, maybe. And then... So if we use... Where is it? There it is. If we use that one... Put it there, maybe. Then we can just go in. And then out that way. And out that way. And then I can connect that up as we need it. But yes, we need 23. If we put it there. So, well. What recipe is that using? Let's just check what it's got set as its recipe type, because you have 2 options from memory. Yeah, you can make it from the carbon, or you can make it from the kimberlite directly. So, if we went with kimberlite, we would only need 8.3. I don't know how much kimberlite I'm mining up. But I'm thinking we effectively have these two here. Because the carbon nanochodes is a little more complicated, but these are fairly simple. So if this is the kimberlite one, which is where... No, I think actually what I might do, if this is the kimberlite one, and then this is diamonds, right? And what we'll do, we'll have chunky, chunky, chunky. We'll have this be this one, and we'll feed it across into this one, and then out. And then we can basically use the kimberlite as like a backup. So hopefully it will fill up. Wait, which way around do I want to do it? I mean, what's the ratio? So I'm not sure it's 1-to-1, is it? Anyway, let's see if we can't. So if that was there, so that's that first one. So the kimberlite recipe is 2 diamonds, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Which is why we need less machines. It's almost like it's logical. Don't know how that would have happened. So we'll only put sort of 8 on, which is technically less than we need, but so we're using this as a backup source. And it's only slightly off. So, if we go in, out, out, in, copy that down. Oh, oops. Copy that down. Cool. And then we should be able to fit a proliferator on that. Oh, it's a bit tight. Does has a weird effect sometimes where it's... I mean, we could move it closer to the... It can grab it before it's proliferated it. If you say, oh, no, I can't move it closer. Okay. In that case, let's... So it wouldn't be there. It would be there. And that would be there. And we can move these out. 1, 2. 1, 2. I always like to have the belts poking out. I don't know why. It does help with blueprints, but not massively. It's just one of those weird habits I've got. Wait. Why have you put it there? And why have you put it that way around? That's not good. Silly thing. Yeah, so we don't need to proliferate it on that side. We'll probably have another one here, won't we? Making... Because we can make... Again, we can make carbon nanotubes. Directly out of spiny forms. Because... them things there. Okay, so... If we basically copy... Because I think that's a... I think it's a smelted one. We shall see. Oh, I put it in the wrong place. It's the right line in the middle. Okay, I can't undo that, can I? I can just delete it though. Right, so, needs to align with that one. There we go. So this would be spiny forms coming. Oh. Oh, you're gonna... How painful of you. So them, and then that's them going back in. Is it one of these? Oh, no, it isn't. Bum. Okay. Let's get rid of them then. Oops. Let's get rid of them then. Okay, so if I put it there, does it? There, I guess. Gives it the same amount of room. Because they're a bit bigger then. Have to be a little bit careful. So spiniforms must be this then. Oh, no they're not. Am I going mad? Is it... must be... Cannot make... replicator. It doesn't say. Oh, I guess because that's made in a chemical... The spiniforms must be made in a chemical? Weird, it doesn't say. I did order some up, so we should have some. I haven't set any of these on order either, so we'll have to do that as well. Right. I mean, we need chemical labs anyway, because we've got, I mean, other recipes to do. But let's have a look. Oh, it is. It's... Huh, okay. Huh. Well, let's have a look at... In fact, let's finish off the diamonds first. Because that is one that I can just reuse this on. It's not going to like the proliferator be in there again, is it? No. So carbon coming out, diamonds going in. But we need this to be like 1 million or something. So what was it? It was like 23, I think. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 24. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's 24. So let's just have a quick check. Recipe. No. No. Wrong thing. Diamonds. Recipes. Recipes. Diamond. 23. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I need to connect the belt, don't I? I'm a bit loopy. Like that. Like that. Oh. So this will make diamonds out of carbon. This will make diamonds out of kimberlite if we have any, you know. I'm going to set this quite low. And it's 2 to 1, isn't it? So we could put 1,000 there. And then, is this 1 to 1? 1 to 1. So if we maybe put 2,000 there, 2,000 there. We'll run this until this is full, basically. And then, you know. Then sort of activate it. So it won't do anything until there's like a proper thing. I think should prefer bringing it in there. You never know with this game, though. Can be a bit funny like that. Right. So in that case, that's diamond sorted. Carbon nanotubes. Oh, it is chemical plants. Now, what recipe is it using here? It's using the old one. Okay. Carbon nanotubes recipe. So according to this, it's basically 14. That's quite a lot still, isn't it? This is kind of what... This is why I've run out, basically. Because the recipe is... They're really slow to make carbon nanotubes. They're always a bit of a... Well, they were a bit of a bottleneck, I seem to remember before. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7... So it's 13, yeah, so that should be okay. And there. I could turn around, I guess. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay. Now let us do the inserter thing. Oops. So we want, say... in, out, in, out. that down. Copy that down. You've got spiny forms. Now what's... It must be... Yeah, it's like effectively 1-to-1. So if we put this on 1,000 again. 1,000. Cool. And then we can put this over here. Oh, collide with other object, eh? Like that. Right. Now for the proliferation juice. It might be worth putting a splitter in here. He says, but can we... Can I do that? I mean, if I did... I'd have to go up a level. Either way, I think. Because if that's... Let's use that one again. And we can put that into there. And then take this one up this way. Like so. And like so. Okay. Okay. On this side, I put that in the wrong place. So on this side, here, we want the other recipe of carbon nanotubes, which is the one that involves sulfur. Sulfuric acid, I think. I'm not sure we can do it with. Can we? Oh no! Sorry, we need graphite. Yeah. So that is made out of those. That's the one that needs sulfur. And them, I think. Yeah. And this one, we also need 14, but we'll overdo this one. So hopefully it will sort of take that in preference. Hopefully. So if that's carbon nanotubes coming out there, then we want the input. So we need this one to be longer. And then we want, say, that one up there. And there. Oh, I need to tidy the belt up here, don't I? Okay. Where's that? There it is. So if we line this up. Alright. That seems to be about the same position. Cool. And then this one is making them do the normal, boring, bog standard recipe. And we can put the other one there. And then we want to go, so 2, 4, 6, 8. And 8. And then some inserter magic, so we want in, out, in, out, in. I kind of love the chemical labs for that extra slot. They're quite meaty boys, but also you can turn them around and then they're definitely... So if you needed 4 inputs, if you just flip them round, they're then misaligned, I think. Because it's 1 tile over, I think. No, they might be the same, actually. Anyway. I don't think there are new recipes that need 4. Right. And then we can get the proliferator on that one and that one. And we've got a perfectly positioned thing here. To send it through that way. Now this needs both titanium and graphene. So how do we want to make that? I mean, titanium is like the simplest. Because graphene, we've got the 2 recipe options as well. So we could potentially put the titanium here. Maybe. So if the titanium was here. Right. And then graphene option 1 is there. Graphene option 2 is there. So this is graphene made via fire thingamies. And this is graphene made with carbon. Although, do we want it the other way round? Because fire, you know, the marshmallow ones are free, basically. We would be beholden to gas giants, but what we could do is the graphite here, because we're going to make graphite somewhere else. Because we want that in very large quantities. And also, you know, it's going to give us hydrogen. But anyway, so if... Oh, wrong recipe. So if we were going to make graphene there... Sulfuric acid, we're going to order in the other planet in the system. I've not set it up, but one of these other planets, I think it's the one nearest the sun. That one is a sulfuric acid ocean planet, so it'll only be pinging it over. Yeah, so when it's set up, obviously we've got other planets with sulfuric acid, so we can get it running. But yeah, that'll be that one. And the recipe is 3 to 1, isn't it? So it's 2, 3, 1. So if we did say 2,000 there, 3,000 there, 1,000 there. I'd say I would normally set this as the main thing, but we want more carbon, you know, going off planet. So if we try and save it by using the fire ice, which is free, or infinite rather, it's not. They're all free in that sense. But yeah, that's the infinite one. So then we have graphene going that way. Graphene coming that way. Now, what are you made in? I guess you're made in chemical labs as well? Oh, I'm nearly out of belt. Oh, how did that happen? Let's get some more then. Do I need any others? I should probably put them on supply, so I don't accidentally order up 1,000,000 of them. Obviously, I mean, I can just grab the belt. In fact, shall we get some of these working? Yeah, let's start bringing some of the ones in that we know and we've done. So we can do remote demand. Remote demand. Wait, wasn't I gonna... No, let's not do that one. So we're going to use that in preference. In fact, let's not do any of them. We can demand that one. I guess we demand all of these. I'm just worried a bit about it starting the recipes going. Didn't I do 2 of those? No? Oh, there we go. So get them pulling these in. Because we've kind of got no option on those. Is that all I need then? I guess I need carbon. So we've got the exotic stuff. So we'll get these going when, you know, when everything else is running and we've got, you know, liberation. I mean, nothing will work because, you know, there's no power. So I don't actually have to be quite as cautious as I am being, but that's no problem. Right, so we're making graphene in this with the carbon method. Right, so we need... Yeah, so graphene comes is returned in the middle. Graphite, or whatever they're called. I always get them all mixed up, to be honest with you. The sulfuric acid there. Is it made in a it's made in a chemical lab as well? Okay. Magic. So let's try and line it up. If it was there, would there be enough room for the proliferator? Might need to go down one. So it's kind of there, isn't it? And we can come out of this one. To there. And then up a level. And across. Yeah, okay. So this is going to make graphene the normal way. And we need, in theory, 13 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we don't. We would, yeah, 13. So we might as well do 14. I guess I could underdo it again, undercook it. Wait, is that because I put that in the wrong place? So that's 5 on each side. So if we, yeah, if we'd underdo it. And then hopefully that will help it, you know, prioritize the Fire Ice version. So I'm not sure on some of the logic on some of these. They don't seem to work quite as I would imagine. Particularly the drones moving things about. Right. So that's that one. So now if we made it via Fire Ice, what would that look like? It would look like... hang on. Just change the recipe. It would look like 8.3. So if I put 10 in, if I copy that, is that going to work? 2, 4, 5. Use now. Wait, it's only one product, isn't it? So that's not really going to help us. Because it's just Fire Ice. Well, I could double lane it, but it's so... that's a bit pointless. Right, so if I just copy that over, change the recipe. So make it from Fire Ice, please. Get the proliferator. Bit on there. Belt across. Yeah, so this was going to be titanium, wasn't it? Okay. And we needed how many? We need 8.3. So let's, as I say, let's do 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then belts are output. Input. Oh, of course we do have a third one. It's just it's an output. So we need to get rid of hydrogen rather than grab it, as it were. So out. Oh, which, I mean, it doesn't matter actually. When it's going in, you'll do it as whatever. But we do hydrogen there, like that. Copy that over. And then we need That was hydrogen, wasn't it? That's graphite. Graphitine. Graphitine. That's them. That's them. So, don't need to proliferate any more than that. That's that coming out. So this is the titanium. We need 6. In fact, no, it's just building. It didn't really save you a lot of time, a lot of the blueprint copy and paste thing. I've said it's more like a copy and paste than it is a blueprint system. Which is fine. I mean, it's, you know, not. It is helpful at times, but is that lined up if I put it there? Maybe just do one more to be safe. Yeah, that's fine. So we're making titanium. Wouldn't normally proliferate titanium, but what the heck? This is the lambda proliferation. 2, 4. Oh, we only need 6. Okay. Okay. Proliferator. Belt. Inserters, so output, input, output, input. Cool. And now that one wants to feed across to there. If it will let me. And what's the oh, I didn't put the ratios on this, did I? So if it's 1, 2, I thought I did set them. So 2, 3, 1. Okay. 2, 3, 1. Oh, it's because that's the same. Okay. That's what's confused me. And then this is 2 to 1, isn't it? Yeah. So 2,000? 1,000. Okay. What else is there? Can I fire it up? I mean, I can fire it up. Oh, I didn't set these, definitely. That's definitely wrong. So we want 2 to 2 to 1. So we want, well, hydrogen will just put as infinite. We want this to be demand now. That would end up being storage. That would be storage. This would be demand. This would be demand. That's demand. That's storage. This would be... I mean, this is an intermediate one, so I'm not going to do anything with moving it around. You would be demand, your storage. If I do carbon nanotube going off planet, I'll do it separately because I don't want it doing anything weird. Demand, demand, storage. And then this would be supply, storage, 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 demand. Didn't set the ratio on that one, did I? So wasn't it 1 to 1? It is. So if there's a 2,000 there, so 2,000, 2,000. Okay. Put bots in. 2, 3, 4. Oops. Did they go in? What if... Actually, it's only the demand ones that need bots, doesn't it? I guess I could put it in the supply one, but that one definitely doesn't need bots. You do. Unibots. 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 You do not. Unibots. Let's check that again. So, demand and it's got bots. And supply. Demand and it's got bots. Supply and it's got bots. No, none of either. Demand and it's got bots. 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 Storage. So no bots. Demand and it's got bots. Okay. Let's power some of these up. If I put you... if I put you there... And... probably there. Does that cover everything on here? No. Oh, I didn't tidy that up, did I? Oh. And then put that in parallel with that. So it's there. Ow. Clearly not there. Why does it hit it? So it has to be there. Does that power both of them? No. I wonder why it powers it on that one, but not that one. That's annoying. Okay, we have to move that over one more. So it's there. Yeah. Strange. Okay. So there should, I guess, hit them. Okay. And then on this side, I guess it's no. Yeah, it's because that's two, isn't it? That's what's causing the weirdness. So if you're there. Will you work if I put you there? You will. And then on this side. Oh, actually. Could I cover all? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely 100% not. Cool, okay. So some things should start happening, but not all of them. So we should start making yellow stuff, because we got coal. Oh, didn't connect the belt there. Not that it matters, because I'm actually making the blue stuff yet. That's all storage. Demand for diamonds. Are we making diamonds? Oh, did I put... No, that's still the kimberlite recipe, isn't it? So we need to switch the recipe. Didn't do that. Oh, in fact, let's do that. And that. So that would be with diamonds. That would be with the carbons. I've done it the wrong way around then, haven't I? If I want to prefer... But then I don't know how much kimberlite I've got. There's spiny forms. They're not coming in. Why are we not getting... I didn't order the spiny forms, did I? Okay. I did order these. As in, got that coming in. We're making titaniums. Titaniums are going that way. How are you getting... Oh, I guess you're getting it from fire ice, are you? Yeah, there we go. Let's get fire ice. So that's sort of passing through. So we'll let that kind of chunk through and just sort of fill everything up. Because this wants to be a demand. This eventually will be a demand. That will be a demand. Demand, demand, demand. We could always just burn the hydrogen. And these are like the spare ones. I'm not going to be doing anything with probably on this planet, I think. So we might as well. So I'm not planning on doing that on this stream. So we probably end up having to burn hydrogen. It's very difficult to balance, I find, especially with the way the stats work. So having a few things that you can just stick in a furnace basically and just burn them. Cool. Okay, so this won't work sort of any further until we get the whole carbon chain set up. I was thinking about sort of doing that over here because we've got the stone, silicon, and stone that I can just, if they get in the way, I can just flatten them, and this shouldn't be, any close. But we'll do it, sort of going the other way, a bit like this. That's what I'm thinking, anyway. But you never know. You never know. Where's the equator? There's the equator. So, we'll put this there. Now, we've got multiple ways of making the graphites. We've got the basic coal way. Now, I have no clue how much I actually need, as I say, because, the stats don't really help me. But what I can do is if you'll play ball and let me click on the numbers, I can open up another Victoria Lab tab, hopefully. Dyson Sphere. Hopefully it doesn't carry the settings over. So it's that one, that one, that one. Oops, that one. And then if we say we're going to make, I don't know, let's call it 120 of the old white cubes, and we end up making, I don't know, how long do the carrier rockets take to do? They end up taking 6 seconds each. So if we did like 10 of them a minute, what would that end up looking like? Because I got 4, so it'd be good to be able to supply them like at 1 a second at least. So think about it that way. So it's 6 times 4 is 6, 12, 18, 24. Come on, don't hold the cursor. So 24 of them, and then solar sails, I don't know. Let's just put something bonkers in. I'm just trying to get some big numbers on the go so I can then look at the carbon number and see how many it reckons I need. And what it reckons I need are, if we're using the energetic graphite recipe rather than the X-ray cracking one, it reckons we would need 62.6 energetic graphites, which is 1.4 belts. So what we'll do, we'll set up 2 of these basically using coal to make graphite. So I have no idea whether that's a good amount or not, because it's very, very difficult to understand how much you're currently using and say other than the Victoria lab. Not quite sure how to get at it. Now I do want to proliferate it to help out as well, because this is the most it'll probably turn out there's like loads of planets, over the other side of the, galactic cluster that are drowning in coal, and coal's not actually limited, but coal seems to be relatively limited. Which, considering I want to use it for proliferation, is not particularly good. Now, what's the recipe ratio on the graphite one? It's 2 in 2 seconds makes 1. So if a blue belt takes 30 items a second, now, if a blue belt takes 30 items a second, then we could in theory fit 60. Why does it say 1.4 belts then? Interesting. I guess because it's proliferating it, isn't it? So you're getting 25% more stuff. Oh no! A proliferated point effective production speed up can be obtained. Oh. Really? So you can't get free stuff out of proliferated carbon? Really? I've been inconsistent how I've done that, but in fact, that's a bit too far away, I think. Okay, let's have another go. Let's have another go. So that one and there. Will you fit on? Yeah, a bit closer. Okay, so if we put it... I'm going to need 2 outputs anyway, because it's the 2 to 1. It's a 2 to 1 recipe. Oh no, that says extra products. It must mean if it's, you know, if you proliferate the output or something, but that's a bit odd. I've put output down the middle, haven't I? What do I need here? So output needs to be that one. Okay. Output needs to be that one. Okay. So we need 20 basically side, because you get, well, if we do 20 each side, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And it reckons we need 63 or something. 63. Yeah, and it's like a 2 to 1 recipe anyway, so should be okay. Well, obviously test run it, I'm not just going to leave it. Oops. Like that. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoop. And it's output, input, output, input. Oh yeah, only lets you do so many. I bet we're running out of inserters actually. Oh yeah, we're getting quite low. Right, let's order some more up then. So, we've still got plenty of belt. So I'm not going to grab any more of that. Where's me one doing orders? There we go. If I... No, I'll have to do another one. So we want inserters. I'll put it to say 400, but it'll bring 600 because obviously. Right. Now, if we... In fact, let's copy and paste it before we proliferate. Oops, now. I bet I probably need some more. Wait. Where did I copy from? Just that one. So it's there. Probably going to need some more furnaces actually. Right. So carbon, or coal. Go back. And then proliferation. There. And I'll do the same trick with the old inserter because we're bound to do more on the other side of the equator. Or that way even. So if I put it there, and we have the old that way, up a level, through, and in. Super duper. Okay, now you're both going to be demanding that stuff. Now, how much do you actually want? Yeah, let's just do it 2.5 and yeah. Command, plots in. Command. 2.5. We better request a reasonable amount of this if I'm going to supply all sorts of things. I mean, not that, you know, not that there's any available to bring over, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Right, so, where can you go? There. And then... I like you there. I like you there. I've not left that poking out. That annoys me. Don't do a curve. Why have you done a curve? Right. You're gonna bring... Yeah, you're bringing coal. Yeah, you're bringing coal. Super duper. Okay. Now we need to do sort of the equivalent, but with oil. So we need to switch the recipe up to X-ray cracking. We need to turn the regular one off. And we need to see how this works. Now, am I going to proliferate? Because this only gives speed boost, you see. I mean, it reduces the number of oil refineries down to 85. It's absolutely nuts. So I think it's worth doing, just from a sheer, like, saving point of view of... Wait, have I ordered up oil refineries? I didn't, did I? Awesome. Right, let's order some oil refineries as well then. Yeah, 600. Why not? It actually just sets it automatically as that. If there aren't at that, it'll like adjust it downwards basically. But it just makes an assumption. Right, he wants 600. Oh, right, he wants a, you know, a drone's load. Okay, so what does this then look like? Because it's actually divided into... How can I... If I change that up... So we've got 2,550 carbons. So if I just make the recipe there... So we've got 2,550. And then I can ignore the proliferation. You see, this is the sort of thing that's going to use for 3-hole proliferate, you know, level 3 proliferators, like machines, in order to produce the juice we need for it. And I've only made 6. So I think we're going to need, like, double. Well, we're going to need way more, aren't we? Even just to supply this, you know, this what we're doing. I mean, it's not as bad as it's because we're not actually going to use all of that carbon, and obviously some of it's going in here and blah blah blah. You know, I've massively overestimated the carbon, but that's a shocking amount of proliferation stuff it needs. Okay. Yeah, I think we may have to basically maybe triple this. Could we do that? We might run up against belt throughput issues, because none of them are particularly maxed out. So they've got carbon nanotubes now. They haven't got green source. Why have they not got green source? Because we've not got any diamonds. Why have we not got any diamonds? Ah, because we haven't got either of those recipes on the go. Okay. But yeah, I suspect we may have to like triple the recipe basically. Oh, I've got something wrong there, haven't I? Let's go and sort that while we wait for the refineries to come. Looks like I've reversed a belt somewhere. Or reversed all the belts, in fact. Yeah, I've got them all the wrong way around, haven't I? So that should be that way. That should be that way. That should be that way. Okay. Cool, okay. Should I just double it now? Because they should all be fairly easily copy and pasted. I'm just not sure some of them, you know, will be able to support it with the belt, if you see what I mean. So actually a second build more than a thing. Okay, let's focus on one problem at a time. So we'll put that on demand. That on demand. That will just grab all of them. And I mean, we need loads. So we need like 85 to do the carbon side of it, and 68 to do the oil processing side of it. It's a lot, in other words. It's a lot. We'll do this one on this side, I think. Because then I can always increase that if we can't actually sustain what we're doing. Right, so I guess we should make the carbon here. So what we're going to do is going to use graphite. Yeah, so hydrogen and refined oil. And then we do it there. So this is the secondary recipe, that one. Because we have this thing, don't we, where we need hydrogen, the output's hydrogen. That's in the wrong place. Okay. So if this was the input that way. Oops. And then we have hydrogen coming out this way. Oil coming out. Fine oil coming out that way. And we can put that a bit closer. So, is it going to need to be the opposite way around? I think it probably is. But then we can have a secondary one here, like as the hydrogen coming back. That it hasn't used. So we need, if it's 1.5 belts, I couldn't fit it on anyway, so we need a double thing, don't we? So what would that look like? This 40's not enough. 40's not enough. 42 isn't either, is it? Some of these numbers are a bit bonkers. Right. So we need what? That needs to be an input. That one is the carbon. And that one's an input. So that one's an input. That one's a carbon. And that one's input. Then this is the output. hydrogen. That's the output for hydrogen. Okay. It's going to be insane. Right. Because that's just 3. It's going to be like half a planet big. Wow. Unless I divide it by 3 rather than... That would make more sense, wouldn't it? So if we did 30 on each side, each one of these, we did 3 of these, and 30, would I have enough room to sort of slip the belts down the back? Yeah, I would. Okay. Okay, so if it's 30, need that one as well. It's still going to be enormous. So that's then 5, isn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I don't... Well, if we did 28, 56, 70, 84... So that's not enough, is it? So it'll be 16 then. 16, 32. What do I mean 16? Not 30, which is 15. 16, 32, yeah. So 32 per thing is 64, 96, yeah. It's quite an overshoot, but... Oh well. 2, 4, 5, and then 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. Because, wait, do I return the hydrogen or not? No, I don't think I do I? I think it needs to be one longer anyway. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to need some hydrogen from somewhere. I guess I've got it in here somewhere, have I? Just to sort of... Oh, no. Well, I'll be able to get it from the other one. This is bonkers. So, crikey. If we put proliferation on that one and that one, does it only give speed up on this? Okay. Now... Oops. So we need to go out of there, across there, into there. Right. Okay, so we want 3 of these. Crikey. Where do you go? You go there. Do you? Yeah. Come on. Okay. Chop that off. Oh, it's done it on the ground. What are you doing, you silly thing? Okay. Have I got enough? Yeah, I got enough refinements. How are we doing with belt? Probably need a bit more belt, won't we? This one. Okay, now we want the ones that are the actual... Or should I put them over there? If we put these over here, I think. So we're going to want 3 of these, basically, again, I guess. I'm wondering, no, maybe if I do... Would 2 work? I'm wondering about trying to split it between these. Might be a bit interesting. We could potentially feed one of these into the other one. And then output 3 things here? Would that be balanced? I've no idea. No idea what it does in terms of belt balancing. Okay. Now we're going to have raw oil. Raw oil? Raw oil. And then we're going to have refined oil and hydrogen? Yeah, hydrogen. So this becomes a demand. What's the ratio? 2:1. So we'll just keep those as max, but we'll put that at half. Should that be no, that should be a storage, shouldn't it? That should be a storage. What about these? These should be supply. That should be... That should definitely be storage. I guess if it ever backs up to the degree that it's in there. Oh, we needed a splitter here, really. Will one fit in? Probably not. Because ideally we want like that or something. Maybe one will go there. How I get the belts out on the other side of it, I'm not sure. So that'll go there. I don't know how I get a belt over there. Oops. The answer is probably not to bother and sort of put it here or something. We'll worry about that in a minute. So, raw oil coming out. Hydrogen. Refined oil going back. Line this up here. Is that lined up? Yeah, that's fine. Except it's that one that I put that way around. In fact, let's just do it as mirrors then. So that would be that way around. So this is then the whatever it calls it, cracking plasma thingy. And now we want... So what's half of 68 is 34, isn't it? So it's 16. It's 17 now. So 5, 6, 7. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That would then give 32. 68. So I could have 4 of them like that. But then we got a... How do we get 4 into 3? Question. Or I divide it by 3 and we feed 1 to 1. Because we could have... I mean, if that was 72, so if we add 20, wait, I need way more than this, don't I? Because this is 16, 32. These need to be double the size. Good lord. Come on. What are you doing? Don't they? Oh, it won't let me do that, won't it? Because of the belt thing. Because if 32, 64, yeah, 96. So, wow. This is a lot of refineries. You won't let me do that because the stone. So, oh, all that one. Okay. So we need to flatten this stone. As I've said on many, many streams, I have so much stone on all my planets. I think I can do without the odd patch. Makes me wonder what they were intending us to use it for. Right, so that's the amount of cracking I need. Well, I don't. I'm kind of assuming I've overdone it, but so what we would need here is 20. If we're doing 1-to-1, as it were, so we're doing one of these with the, you know, X-ray plasma thing, and the next one. So in other words, we can feed them directly 1-into-1. Then that needs to be a third of that. It can't divide 8 by 3 and have a whole number. So it needs to be 69. Nice. And we need 23. But we might as well put 24 on so that it's even. So we need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Right. I've done it again, I keep misclicking. Am I out of... No, I'm not out of belt, but just... bots are being lazy. Right. Now. We want input, output, output. Oh, of course it's three things, isn't it? So... output of oil, input of raw oil, hydrogen. Output of refined oil, input of raw oil, output of hydrogen. Have I matched those up? So hydrogen is going on the right hand belt. Yeah, okay. Copy this down. Copy this down. Beelining. Beelining. So we probably need more inserters and more belt then. Should I? Well, let's just assume we're going to need more. Let's get some inserters again. Shouldn't have cancelled that, should I? Shouldn't have cancelled that. Okay. Let's not finish that off. All done? All done. Okay. So we need 3 of these. Let's put the old proliferation on first and sort out the splitting. So at least line it up. About there. I've got the wrong one because it's the raw oil. Raw oil. Get my tongue in gear in a minute. It needs splitting. Now, what I'm thinking with this, you see, is I do this basically. So we have processed oil going to there, and then the hydrogen going to there. Problem is, I am going to run out of room. We could always go up. We can have them, you know, go up. It'll have to go up 2 levels because of that. Right. That's fine though. That'll look pretty cool, I think. I've not really done much vertical belt stuff. So good to have it somewhere, yes. So if we put that in there, connect that. No, don't do that. Do that. And then this up here, across to the middle, up, and across. And, there. Da, da, da. Hopefully that's right. I've not set the thing now. This needs to be down. There by storage. Awesome. Let's copy this bad boy up. Use now. So we want 3 of these. Wait. Oh no, I put the thing in the wrong place. The planetary logistics one. Oh bum. Okay, we'll have to fix that. I'm not having that. Right. We're out of stuff now. What am I out of? Oh, inserters, as predicted. This time we'll leave the request there. Right, so what we got to do, if we copy and paste this one, we'll keep the recipes, but we need this to be 1 closer. I don't know if that'll help with the issue with belts at the back. I don't think it will. I don't think that'll give us 6 lanes or anything. Oops. Like that. So let's get them. So if that's processed oil, oh, it's in the way anyway. Somebody's put a splitter in the way. Some idiot has put a splitter in the way. Okay, so we want to connect to these two at the same points, and then let's pop that on there, that on there. Yeah, but I don't know. Oh, I've put that in the wrong place anyway. What a bonker. Oh, in fact, I've put the whole build in the wrong place, haven't I? Oh, dear. Wait. Just a minute. F2. Sorry, bots. You're going to have to do it again. That's my fault. That's my bad. Right. So, why was it in the wrong place? Let's just nibble them away. Copy that. That there again. In. Out. Get rid of you. Okay. So, we want to go. Doesn't matter, but we can go oil. Hydrogen, oil, hydrogen. Then we can go up 2 levels. Say to there. How even do I want to keep this? So if we go there, and then up 2 levels. I think I don't do it because it just feels like automatic spaghetti in a way. It's like, you know, you've already created spaghetti without really sort of doing anything. Now, what we want to work out here, really, because that one, is it just connecting? It's got to look even. Did I do the actual corner and then take it up? I think I did that. So we want a corner. Did we? No, because that belt is curving. So no, they're obviously connecting there. But we want to put this in such a position that it's like the same. So I think that's probably it. Try one more. Oh no, there it is. So it does look awesome. I say, I don't know why I'm sort of so naturally averse to it. Other than... Ow. Other than it sort of auto spaghetti, really. So actually we do want it sort of one back. And then it's, you know, parallel. It looks neat and nice. So this one, we want to go 3 levels up. Right. So 1, 2, 3. Take it to say there. Oh no, we needed one extra tile, didn't we? So we need that. No. Round, please. Then we go up. So I mean, it's, well, then I'm filling it in, but it does look awesome. I think maybe the other reason I'm averse to it is that I tried using it a lot in my first playthrough, and oh, it can get painful. So if it was one more, no, so it needs to be there. Yeah, if you're trying to, you know, I say the bus I did was like a vertical bus. Oh my god, it's painful. So we want like one tile there, and then we want. Is it there? Particularly if you're trying to do that and make them look nice and tidy. Right, so we need this bit finishing off, please. Then we'll get some power on. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, I've got one random sulfuric acid. As you do. Okay, where can these go? Oh, in fact, let's finish this off. Let's connect that. Connect that. Okay. Then we can power it. So, how about... where would you go? Oh no! It's colliding. Oh wow, okay. I forgot about that. I mean, how is that going to collide? That didn't collide. Oh. Right. I bet it does it on the other side as well, doesn't it? Oh. Wow. Okay. Why is it not made... You see, this is... I don't get it, you see, because they're taking all of the carbon over here and it's sending it off, obviously, into stellar. That's what we want it to do. Why have they not delivered, well, apparently not delivered a single bit of carbon here? Why have they not done that? I mean, we could just go and stick in a, you know, coal smelty thing, smaller version of this, basically. But what, you know, I mean, they're delivering the coal to these, great. Carbon's coming out, great, but it's all going to this one. Every single bit of it. That one, sorry. Oh, now you're coming. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. So these need moving over, basically. That's the issue. I forgot about the size thing. Oh, dear. Okay, so if we copy like as much of that as we can, and we do a use now. If I made them... So at the moment they're like going from... They're like based on these major squares, basically. So if we make it half over, then effectively this one would need to be 2 over. So in other words, instead of putting it, you know, on that major square, and then the half down the middle, and then that, you know, that there. So that would be... We need it to be, instead of being there, it needs to be... Is that right? So half would be there, 1 would be there. So I think it needs to be there. If I just sort of pop it over here. No, I can delete it, I think, can't I? So I can get rid of it. Oops. But it wants to be... So if I move it half down, 1 down, so it wants to be on this big square here. So it wants to be on this one, where I'm standing, basically. So we can paste it again, yeah, okay. So it wants to be here. But I'm in the way. Nope. So if I move this way, so it's there. I can't see anything. Collide with other object. Oh, I bet we've gone over the point where the... It's going well. So if we take out these, I bet it'll be okay. Yeah, okay. I always forget that it won't let you... in fact, I don't even understand why it won't let you do it. So what's that? It's 2, 4, 6. It's because we've now got narrow on the lines, and it won't let you put them too close, because then they clip basically. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right, so it's going to need to be quite a bit longer. Okay. Oh dear, let's just take it up there. that 12? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now, is it going to let me put these ones on, or is it going to have a belt clash? An inserter clash. Yeah, inserter clash. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my. Oh my. We have to do the other on the other side as well. Okay. Okay, so if we now copy and paste this one so that we can have exactly the same issue. Right, so copy, hit the use now, control escape out of that. I'll put myself where it needs to be. Is it there? No, it needs to be one down. I think this is too far over, isn't it? Because then it'd be there. No, that'd be okay. Because then we'd have more space in between. Okay. So we now delete this one. So it's on the major line, basically. But I bet it won't let me do that because the narrowing of the no, it has. Brilliant. Excellent. Okay. Now can we get power things in? Yes. Yes. Right. Let's connect some of these belts up. Because these are already far enough apart, so I don't need to move this one. Right. Wowza. So I was going to put them in the middle anyway. So I can put them... Put one there. And then we should be able to put one... Where was that? It's just one tile up, wasn't it? Is it there? Or there? Must have been there. So next one can go there. No, there. Next one. There. And there. And then this one needs one extra. There. Oh my lordy lord. Right. So, bots in. Bots in. Bots in. Because that's demand. We're going to have to move these up as well, aren't we? Oh dear. And it's going to give me the same issue. So, we'll grab all of that. Use now. So, it wouldn't be moving to there. So, it's on the major grid line, basically, rather than half grids. Come back, Factorio. All is forgiven. I don't mean that, but it's just so much easier. Right. So, I say I would have been putting it there, or that's where it was. So it wants to be no. It would have been there. Wait. We basically need a B. So that needs to be on the big square. And then that needs to be on the next big square. So there? That seems too far. Yeah, collide with other objects. So we must have got it right then, because it's telling us off. So if that's on the half, that would be on the thing. So it would be here. Right. So we then can grab that one. And there. And then we can grab that one. And put it where? Put it there. And we drag that all the way down. I think it's 3 that you have to do. It might be 4. We'll see. Oh, no, it's okay. Right, so how many of these did we want? We wanted 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. And we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 28, 24, 26. So let's just go bonkers with a belt so that we're covered. Was it 26 head down? So 20, 28, 30, 32. Just double check. Even this is more painful in this game. Because in Factorio I just use a deconstruction planner to count them basically. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. And I could, I could do a copy and paste again, but oh, this has not got, why has it not got inserters on it? How are we doing with inserters and... yeah, we've got inserters and belts, okay. Well, I guess it's only... yeah, it's only adding a little bit extra, isn't it? So it makes sense. But right, and then I want to grab all of this. Do we use now? Cancel out of it. Do... one of them. Now, ba-doom! And it needs to be on the major grid line, is the basic point, which is there? No, there. And it's happy with that one. Okay. So what did we litter then? I guess it's just oil, isn't it? So do I care? Oh, still not enough room. Oil. Still 16 somewhere. Oh, some there. Oh, we're full again. One more. I mean, if it's just hydrogen or something. No, bin it. It's had its chance. It has had its chance. It should have learnt its lesson. Right. Connect you. Connect you. Connect you. Connect you. Connect you. Okay, and you. And you. And last but not least, you. Okay. Got some bits missing up here. Now we need to get the power in. Should be nice and easy because we know where to put it. On there. 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 Oh, power problems. Excellent. Another one to add to the list. Brilliant. That's because the accumulators can't keep up, basically. There's no native power generation here other than that. So, is that an opportunity to burn the hydrogen, basically? Oh, I got a horrible slowdown then. Am I still alive, or has it done that thing again? Let's have a quick look. So, OBS is fine. Let's have a look at the actual stream. Where's the stream? No, I'm still live. Cool. Live? There's a bit of a delay. Yeah, okay. Cool. I think it goes up this week actually, but I had an issue with one of the streams that it basically, the visual stopped. I thought it was just, well, I couldn't figure it out basically what it was, but it kind of, when I was doing the edit, it turned out there was, the audio did stutter, like it was a internet disconnection basically. I hadn't spotted it before, but yeah, so I think the internet dropped out. How are we doing on the power front? Yeah, it's just not able to cope with everything running all at the time, all at the same time. Okay. I say we're going to have an issue that hydrogen is going to back up, and at the moment I'm sending it up here somewhere. There you go. To be hopefully disposed of somewhere else. But in fact, as you can see, it's sort of backing up. So, is that what... In fact, have we done anything here yet? Oh, it is finally... It has finally brought thing over. So have we not made any level 3 then? Why is that? Why are there no diamonds in there? Have I not set the thing properly? So yeah, so if we sort of burn the hydrogen that we're using or creating, that might give us a bit of extra. Diamonds are not coming out here. Woo. So diamonds in now. Finally getting green juice. We've already got that, so it's coming out of here. Making blue juice. Oh, first little bit coming out of there. Did I set all of the... Did I give these all the bots? So... Supply... I didn't put bots in them. And I sort of don't need to because it's demand, but I might as well cover all of our bases. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we could burn the hydrogen, basically. How do I want to do that? What I could simply do, literally, is have a whole row of thermal generators here. I mean, the other thing, well, no, that wouldn't make sense. I was going to say I could convert it into deuterium, but that would be even more power demand. But what I could, I mean, we could double this up, basically. Because what's happening? What's happening? I've gone around to all the planets and flipped them so that they only do, you know, discharging if they have excess power requirements, and that's solved a lot of the issues with the battery production. But basically, accumulators are... But it means this is only half what it was. So it was 12 discharging, but that is now only 6. Because obviously you have to have charge and discharge. So because this planet is so important, we could flip back to the old way of doing it, and it's just 12 discharging. That's like the simplest solution. But we might as well see if burning the hydrogen kind of makes a difference. We can, I say, if we put it on the actual one that's ordering the hydrogen, blimey. So it's a good thing we are relatively close because to finishing, because I'm not sure my system's going to be able to cope with streaming this. Yeah, so we'll put on, I don't know how many I've got. I've got 30. There are a bunch more back home. I'm thinking I just literally put like, I'll leave a little bit of gap in case I want to do something else, and we're going to the next. No, let's just do it here. In fact, let's do the belts out first. So the belts would be, yeah, it's going to be all wibbly, isn't it? Maybe if I just do that. And then we take the thermal. I say I'm not. If I just put that there, I'm not sure how many will be needed to burn it, because hydrogen's not a bad fuel to use. Is that going to work with the belts, or is that going to go all too close? Yeah, too close. So it's not a bad fuel as such, but that'll go too close, right? No, that one's fine. So I'm just gonna put inserters on all 3 lanes, basically. But yeah, it's not a bad fuel to use as such, but obviously, I mean, it's what, you know, it's too far, is it? It's a single bit of hydrogen, so it's like, well, how much? You know, it's a single hydrogen one, so how much energy are you gonna get out of that? Well, basically none. And you can turn it into the fuel rod things, but a bit of a waste of time, really. Right, and then we want some power. Can I use? I can't use them, can I? I guess if I just plot one of them in. But they actually demand power. Right, are you gonna burn hydrogen? Yeah, okay. Now, what we want is to see this declining, and it's not declining. I may well not have enough, you know, generators, because I hadn't really planned on this. There aren't that many more. Back home. If I put you there, and you, no, you go there. I bet that'll give her too close. I'll give it a go. Yeah. Oh, you're happy with the other one, you're just not happy with that. Okay. What? Well, don't put it there then, and you won't collide. So that's what's that giving us? Because the discharge is making up the difference. So how many? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so it's still producing way more than that, isn't it? probably aren't as bad as I always thought they were. In terms of, volumetric efficiency. But we're actually thumping out hydrogen. All these things. So we've got another one there. We could do it. We'd have all of them have hydrogen on. But it's got to go somewhere, that's the problem. Otherwise the whole system grinds to a halt. Oh no, power load is... What? Why was that blue then? Power load 100... Oh, it's saying that this is being over demanded. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong number. So we're demanding 500 mod and we're only making... Wow, we're well short then, aren't we? Okay, can I double this up? Will you be okay with that? Huh. 2, 3. No, you're not gonna play ball with the inserters. So I think this is all the ones I've got basically. Excuse me. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So that's all I've got on me, and I can't make any more very easily. Oh! Was that a follow? What's going on there? Yes, thank you for follow. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. Riquel Mezahina? Mezinha? Yes, thank you very much for the follow. It's very much appreciated. Yeah, as I say, I don't think I've got too many more of them. I'd sort of not anticipated burning many things anymore. Are we still way short on power as well? Yeah, we're well short. So they are a bit rubbish, as I suspected. That follow, I think that puts me one off the old... Well, I wouldn't. You wouldn't get it immediately, do you? But I think that's 49 followers now, which is one off the... What do they call it? Affiliate thing? Right. Okay. So, in that case, how about we go back... See, I don't mind... I say, virtually all the planets are now running on their own power sources. So they're not using the accumulators particularly. So the demand for accumulators has massively dropped. So, and having this planet, be supported by... I think there's like 3 planets that are supported by accumulators. There's like one without an atmosphere, so... Now I've got to remember how I did it. So it goes... That has to be continuous, I think. And then that goes to there. And then this is the output. So if I chop that back one... And then we have to go up. Say to there. Down. Oh. You're being painful. You're being painful. Right, let's go across a bit then. What level's that on? And then we go up. No? Up. Am I going to have to nibble you back? No, you're fine. Okay, so that's the spent ones. So this is probably not continuous, is it? So, because that was the other thing I did to it. Yeah, so this needs to go... This, come on. This needs to go to there. And then that connects in there now. Get rid of that bit. So they can all grab... There we go. So a weird thing with this, Well, the problem with this is it now flips to the other way around, in that the planet will basically be supported by accumulators until the point they run out, and then the normal generation takes over. But the demand is so high on this planet that that's fine. In fact, occasionally we're spiking down. I bet that's a batch of bots that are now kicked in now that there's actual power. So we're still not hitting our power demand. Okay. Next option then. I mean, I can put more... I can recreate that here. So we could have even more accumulators. So we could go and build a whole load of hydrogen... well, thermal power plants. I normally end at 7. But let's get this stabilised and actually start making proliferation fluid. Oh, well, we are. Okay. Okay. I think I'll chop that down so we get it moving. Because basically there is, because there's a whole load of planets where I've stuck it on without ever actually doing anything with it. So they've just got a a interplanetary logistics thing with like 500 things in it. But on the home planet, basically, we're not making any anymore because we ran out of... Oh, we probably are, actually, because carbon will have been flying around. But we were basically running out of proliferation fluid. And as I've just discovered, this is almost certainly not enough by a long shot. In fact, I think I'm making about the same amount on the home, and that was never enough stuff there. So this probably needs tripling. But if we're tripling it, I mean, this carbon will support it, because this is, like, hopefully massive overkill. Especially if it gets proliferated. I'm not sure, did I ever set those orders up? And if I did, it's not bringing them in. Oh, is that not... They're not powered. Why are they not powered? Why are you not powered? Oh, it's running out of power, sorry. It's really that... What? Oh, is it not bringing enough accumulators in? We're out of accumulators now. Wow, okay. Why are we out of accumulators? I guess we could ramp this right up. So there should be loads sat in the system now, because I'm not powering any planets with them at all. But the other thing we can do, which is what I was originally going to do this episode, this stream anyway, is make some, deuterium fuel rod things. The suns, basically. Because I've made the suns, artificial suns. We just haven't got any fuel for them, because I haven't set that up. Why have I got some? I guess that's what I was feeling about that. In fact, let's go nuts. If we put this on 2,400... In fact, we don't really need that one, do we? I'm waiting to see this coming in. Because it's all very well saying it's 2,400, but where are they? I think the problem, or one of the problems, is going to be, are they not on the opposite side of the... Yeah, the lava planet's all the way over there. And I turned the capacitor production off on Zubanoganubi. So we could have looked for another lava planet close by, set up another power thing. But I think the real solution is to change to artificial suns. Have we still not got them? Well, we've got some. I just the latency is probably such. I think we're going to have to put this really high, because the latency is such that by the time they've come over, we'll probably have burnt through them. Is that another one coming in? No. What was that? Am I looking at the wrong one? Yeah, looking at the wrong one. Where is it? Where's that? This is the one that's doing the ordering. There you go. So we're down to 0. They're obviously looping round. It's a bit like a sort of a belts as a buffer. But there's not another one arriving, you see. So we could well have burnt through it all. Ah, here we go. Yeah, that's another one. Okay. I mean, we want to do a research to increase the load. You know, that's one load that they carry. That's one of the things we need to do. But okay, I think that might well sustain it, but it's not enough to power everything. That's the problem. So, as I say, we could add more accumulators. Might want to do that anyway. But I think the real solution is say, I mean, there are there is specifically a space allocated to be able to put extra ones in. I don't suppose this is really burning the hydrogen, is it? No. So it just can't sustain it. I mean, we probably want to do belt and braces, to be frank. So we probably should add more accumulators, discharging, more burning. Because I mean, it's not like we're using up the hydrogen. In fact, just the opposite. It's really backing up. Okay, that's the problem for next Friday. So the sort of little mini announcement I just have to make. So I think we've sort of solved the accumulator, the proliferation problem in a sense. I mean, we haven't, because it needs embiggening. Okay. We solved that problem, but what we've not solved is like the carbon problem, because it's too much power demand for how I've set the planet up. I could obviously also stick on solar panels. I could stick on more turbines. We could have I mean, I've got deuterium fuel, the that one, so we could put a couple of fusion generators on. So there are power options, but I think the real solution is to get a couple of artificial suns here, because they supply plenty of power. But yeah, so the mini announcement is basically, so this is my schedule. I stream for, weekends. If you ever want to watch another one of these streams, if you're doing so already, thank you very much. But Fridays and Mondays are Dyson Sphere Program. We are very close. I wonder how much it's actually done. You won't be able to see this, but I'll just have a quick look. So, oh yeah. Oh crikey. So we're only about. I'm probably not going to end up putting any rockets on, am I? Okay. Maybe I go and put a couple more on now. But it's sort of about 3/4. Well, it's more than 3/4 of the way through all of the rockets. And getting on for half the way through the solar panels, so it's actually doing really well. I thought we'd run out of stuff, but there we go. So that's the goal basically now, to finish the Dyson Sphere and then do the mission complete research. So that's all we've really got to do. So it's literally going to be, I say, my thought process is essentially to run this up to, I'm going to an event in April when there won't be any streams across the weekend because I won't be here. But if I can run this up to that deadline, and literally the last stream I do before then is finishing this off, and then we can pick up Satisfactory when I'm back from the event. I might have a little break as well because I'll be a bit knackered after that. But yeah, so that is literally 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away, something like that. So we've only got, and I'm pretty sure we'll get it done by then. Worst case, I can just leave it running, you know, one night or something like that. So yeah, so we're very close to finishing the Dyson Sphere program, at which point we will pick up Satisfactory. I'm still streaming Factorio. Oh, sorry, the mini announcement was that this Friday there's a leaving do for someone at work. I will probably be back in time to stream at some point, but it will unlikely be 3 o'clock. So it won't actually be 3 p.m. on next Friday's stream. Who I'm telling that to, I don't know, because no one's watching. I assume because Nilhouse went live and is also streaming Dyson Sphere program and has sucked all the viewers out of the room. But yeah, so Friday's stream may be a bit later than 3 o'clock. Hopefully it'll be the same time, but it might be 4 o'clock start or something like that. It's whenever I get back from the leaving do. Factorio on Saturday will almost certainly be more Crastorio 2. Sunday we will pick up one of the other series, the blueprinting series probably, or the aesthetic series I may pick up, but yeah, I'm not sure basically. But we'll do one Crastorio and something else next weekend for Factorio. If you wanted to catch up with any of the VODs or you know, of this series, a previous series, any of that stuff is all available on my YouTube channel, which is Trismegistus, but it's alias to Triggles. So you're looking for Trismegistus or Triggles. Yeah, so if you've been watching, thanks for doing so. If you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Dyson Sphere Program. Thanks for watching. Cheers.